Welcome back, Ellie Berry fans. Yeah, it's new. Um, so I figured that while I'm starting this off, I should probably explain a couple of things. First, I was going to give you a brief history on my not so fabulous, hey Daisy, not so fabulous fit life. And my also my why. Why am I doing this if it's such a huge risk and such a big surgery and all that? So, sorry, my glasses. I think I'll start off with the history. I've always been a thicker girl, never really fat until college because I was not as active as I was in high school and middle school and throughout my childhood. And I still ate the same. So, of course, you gain that weight. And I got in a relationship with my husband and we were super happy. And, so we ended up getting married. And that always leads to happiness and fatness a little bit. Not always. It's all about the choices, right? So, oh, okay. And that was my senior year of college when we got pregnant with our first child, and I had my daughter. And after I had my daughter, I actually found out quickly that I had PCOS. And although we had an easier time getting pregnant with her, we couldn't easily get pregnant again, and it was difficult, and it was kind of depressing. So PCOS, though, contributes a lot to weight. It changes the way your hormones work and do all that. We ended up conceiving my second son quickly with the help of doctors, but we did it, and I hadn't lost the weight between the two babies. And I had him, and when I started losing weight quickly after, I got my bonus baby with no help from doctors. But I got my stuff all situated there to where I won't be having any more babies. And in between all of my kids, I never lost the weight. And again, my youngest is a year and a half now, and we still haven't lost the weight. I started the program pretty quickly after, though, as far as talking to my doctors, getting things started, and just saying, hey guys, my weight's an issue. I need help. And they said, well, let's see. Turns out I'm a good candidate for a bariatric surgery, and you have to be a candidate for it. It's not a for sure thing, and it's not an easy, quick fix like we said in the last video. A lot of that is because bariatric surgery is not a guarantee fix. It's not a Band-Aid, and it is huge risks, huge factors that play into whether or not you are going to make it successful. My biggest issue aside from having a sweet tooth, with my weight problem is not prioritizing myself, but also social eating. So I have to really learn how to, and that's why I'm kind of nervous about how I'm going to handle not being able to socially eat. Like, I enjoy going out with the girls. I enjoy, sitting down, having a family dinner, especially in the holiday seasons and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. And I know that I'll do it because I'm so determined, but, and I have a very good support system. But not prioritizing myself. The big reason why I never lost weight in between my babies is because they were my sole focus. I was still going to school, got my master's degree, I started teaching. I just never put me. I always had something else, and it was never because I couldn't. It was just because I didn't. So one of the great things about the program is meeting the nutritionist, and she let me slowly set these goals for myself. So instead of going to work early every single day, 3 days I would go to work on time and spend that early time at the gym. And it turns out I just love it. If I put the kids to bed and I have nothing to do, sometimes I'm like, okay, honey, I'm gonna run to the gym again later today. I didn't get to do it this morning, so I'm going tonight. And my husband's been very supportive. It was all me. It was all whether or not that was going to be priority, and now it is. So it's really awesome. I think with bariatric surgery, you need to be confident ahead of time. You need to be happy with yourself ahead of time because there are so many complications and so many sacrifices you have to make before you have the surgery, and then obviously after you have the surgery. And it's not this quick fix to get all skinny and sexy. You're gonna have loose skin. Your insurance company doesn't often cover having plastic surgery. So your boobs are gonna sag, your arms are gonna be flabby, your thighs might get flabby. It's important to have this routine of going to the gym so that you build that muscle and you can sustain that muscle, because otherwise you are gonna get flabby. You'll get the kind of skinny you don't wanna get. That's one of my biggest fears, is becoming one of those, skin people, because I know my insurance doesn't cover anything. They might cover a tummy tuck if it becomes medically necessary. Also, at my height, I should be 115 pounds. At my skinniest in high school, I was never 150 pounds. I was 130. My realistic goal right now is to lose 100 pounds and be 160 pounds. After, obviously, after the surgery, after a year, 18 months, maybe, we'll see. But my goal, my why is my kids, not just my biological kids, but my students also. I want to be that example, I want to be a role model. I want to model for them. This is how you eat. This is what you eat. You eat to survive. You don't eat just to eat. Also, not even about eating. It's just being active and modeling and sharing that lifestyle with your kids and my students. That is going to be something awesome, and it could change one of their lives also. And I really just want to be a better me for them. Again, not prioritizing myself all the time, but it is my why. Everybody's gonna have a different why. It can't be to be skinny and beautiful, because you don't have to be skinny to be beautiful, and you don't have to go through gastric bypass surgery or whatever to get beautiful and confident either. I've always never really had an issue with confidence and being in front of people, but I can see where it is even me, I was fearful to tell people what I was going to do because I was worried about judgment. But right now, my theme song is Katy Perry's Rise. I think it defines kind of what I'm going through right now and how my outlook is towards approaching this huge thing. So I will post again in 2 days on Friday. Tomorrow I have my EGD. Wish me luck. They're going to go in my esophagus and go look in my stomach with a camera and take a couple biopsies. And then Friday I meet my doctor again and we decide which surgery and when that's going to happen. So I'll keep you posted. I'm very excited, obviously, but I appreciate it, and I hope that this helps somebody. And stay tuned for the duration of my journey through bariatric surgery.